is changed as I stand here as me. They don't know when I'm at war, spiritual and physical. My mental wrestle with myself when I'm at war with me. Desire, the war that is within me. We ain't right when my fight is with me.
Welcome to Tea Time in the Hive with Miss Honeybee. I am Miss Honeybee, the bee baby, and we are live in the Hive with Latoya Simone today. What a privilege it is to have her in the Hive. Now, we're going to dive right in, Latoya. Tell us, who is Latoya?
Well, Latoya is basically new to this platform. I am a mother of two. I am just a woman that's after God's own heart. That's it. Just following God's purpose for my life. That's all.
Well, I want to tell you that first of all, amen.
Amen.
Now, I just want to tell you all, Latoya has written a book. It is amazing. It's about the journey through her pain to purpose. And basically, it's you talked about navigating life's most difficult moments.
Yes.
So could you tell us about your book and what inspired you to write this book?
Well, actually, I left out of a relationship that was toxic on last year. And I was faced with a dilemma of whether I needed to pursue God's purpose for my life or stay stuck in that relationship, which would basically caused me to miss out on the opportunities that God had for me, which I waited for like over 20 years, almost 20 years for that to happen. So with that being said, I decided to choose God's unknown plan for my life. And that's what followed.
That's amazing and commendable.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people don't know how to walk away.
Yes.
They don't know it at all. So that's really commendable for you.
Thank you.
I want to ask you, what makes this book unique or different from others in your same genre?
Well, this book is basically, it's personal to me because it's about my own personal testimony. It's about what happens when you follow God's plan. Like, he led me to quit my 9-to-5 back in September. And from there, I basically began my blind faith walk. I didn't know where it was going to lead to, but as I followed his instructions and he removed all the distractions from my life, he just told me to write a book. And I'm like, okay, well, what is the book supposed to be about? And he said, your journey. So I obeyed him.
That is so like God, isn't it?
Yeah.
He'll give you the roadmap as we go.
Yes.
He don't give you he'll give you no preconceived anything. You just have to follow the plan.
Right.
And a great plan you did.
Thank you.
So given the competitive nature of the publishing industry, what strategies have you employed to ensure your book gains traction, daily?
Well, what I do, I advertise. I do videos on social media, just giving a little insight about, how important it is for people to choose themselves and to say yes to God and be obedient to what he's telling you to do. I also have conversations with people in public about my personal testimony. It's something about me that they will like approach me and ask me like, oh, you look nice, or where are you going? Or, I'll have a book in my hand and they'll say like, is that you? What is that book about? And I give them a quick testimony of, my story. So yeah, that's basically how I've been advertising it a little bit.
So what is your target audience?
My target audience is, I would say, women that are in toxic relationships and you don't know how to get out. You don't know what to do. I'm just here to be the beacon of hope for you because I made it out. And I want you to know that the best thing that you can ever do for yourself is to make it out and just choose you, because the love that you have for yourself, it succeeds everything else, especially when someone's not treating you the way that you should be treated or valued. So it's important to value yourself and just, love yourself and choose you.
That's the best person.
Yeah.
And a lot of us don't do that self-care. We just always taking care of everyone else, and we are the last person, if at all, that we take care of.
Yes.
So in your book, you have great titles for your chapters. Just like leaning in. I just want to read some of them, like Finding My Voice, Whirlwind of Dreams, Disappointments, and Determination.
Yeah.
crossroads and consequences. Then you took a leap of faith, the journey to new beginnings, and on and on and on. I mean, this book, it really enticed me to want to read it. And it is a page turner, and you really can read the whole book in one sitting if you just sat down and had you a good hour or two left in your day with a good cup of coffee or, of course, tea. Yes. You can really enjoy. I mean, because, so tell us, when you were writing this book, what was it that you found most enlightening? You know how sometimes when we write our own stuff, we preaching to ourselves. So what was most enlightening about your book when you were writing it? When did the light bulb kind of go off?
I think what was fascinating about me, it's like, when you're telling your own story, you don't realize as much that you don't realize everything that you've been through until you reflect. When you take a moment and reflect and you start writing it out, you're kind of like the person on the outside looking in, and you are like, wow, you went through a lot. You've been through a lot. You endured a lot, and you didn't have to kill no. Kill nobody. Yeah. So it's like, okay, girl, right. God was with you, and you handled it gracefully. So yeah, that's
so. Were there ever times when you felt like maybe I shouldn't tell this part? Maybe I should tell this part. What was your deciding factor on what you would include and not include, or did you not? Or did you withhold anything, or did you just spill everything out on the table?
No, I withheld some stuff because it wasn't really about exploring. It wasn't about putting people out there. It was basically about my own personal testimony and not telling too much because I didn't want to make a person seem worse than what they really are. You know what I mean? And plus it took a lot of prayer because I didn't know what was going to come from it. I didn't know if I was going to deal with the backlash from it or if I was going to be targeted in any type of way. So I pretty much think that it required a lot of prayer and a lot of wisdom in it when I wrote it. So
now I hope that those that are first time authors who really want to write a book, what would you say to them?
Take your time. Take your time. The Bible tells us that the race isn't given to the swift nor the strong, but the one that endured to the end. So I would say just take your time. This is not a race walk. This is, as long as you're obedient to God and as long as you're doing what he tells you to do and you follow his plan, then it's all going to work out in the perfect timing that it's supposed to work out. So just take your time, have confidence, and prayer works in everything. So
that's a powerful word. Those are powerful words of wisdom. And I know that that's going to bless someone, and it blessed me. So I know it's going to bless someone else. So you had success on the bestseller list.
I did.
So we know bestseller list. To make the bestseller list, you get it by getting reviews and word of mouth, correct? Or is it more than that?
From what my publicist told me, it basically is about the number of sales you get within a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how did you manage to market your book? So, for those people that this is their first time, I have this nice book I want to write. And the biggest fear is nobody's going to buy my book. That's the biggest fear.
Yeah.
And here you are 1 week into the book launching, you get bestseller. So what was your marketing strategy? How did that happen?
Well, I pretty much contacted the people that were close to me, like family, friends. They were in tune with me writing the book, but they didn't know when it was supposed to come out. So I gave them specific insight on when to purchase the book. So family, friends, those that you can really depend on, I would say go for those first. Go for those people first.
Yeah. So are there any other particular influencers or media outlets that you targeted also, besides your family and friends for your book's reach? Right now, like Barnes & Noble, Amazon, all like that.
Have you
reached, is your book in those areas, Amazon, Barnes & Noble? Okay, so can you tell us all about those outlets that you have?
Well, that I want to say kudos to my publicist. She was a big help in getting the book out there to those different platforms. So, Yeah, it was mainly her.
So you can buy it at Amazon,
Yes.
Barnes and Nobles,
Target,
Target,
Walmart.
Walmart.
Yep.
Wow!
Yep.
Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you. Those are some awesome media outlets.
Thank you.
So are you able to share your publicist's name in case somebody else wants to reach out to
Yes,
her?
her name is Clarissa Books. Well, I personally called her Clarissa Books, but that is not her last name. But I have her in my phone as Clarissa. And anybody that's looking for her contact information, just reach out to Miss Honeybee, and I will gladly give that information to her, and she can forward it to you guys.
Yes, thank you. So when you said finding your voice,
Yes.
that's pretty much when you wrote this book. You found your voice. What did you just, without you having to, because we need to read the book, we need to buy the book.
Yes.
So without giving us all the insight on the book, give us a little snippet of what Finding My Voice is about.
Finding my voice is basically finding my position, having a voice to speak, having a voice to take up for myself, having a voice to just really say what I need to say,
Well said. So how do you plan on keeping, like you made the bestseller list and,
Yes.
And everything. So how do you plan to just keep the momentum going with the book sales and everything?
I'm a people person, so I look forward to doing book tours. I know people in different cities, so right now I'm building my platform on social media, and then that will lead me to go to different cities to do book tours. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to it too, you all, because
Yes.
the spirit and the energy of this author has definitely conveyed itself over to your voice in this book.
Thank
You know
you.
how sometimes you can see the author's purpose and
Yeah.
who the author is. So I can see and feel just knowing you, LaToya,
Yes.
and reading this book. I can just see all of it, coming together.
Thank you.
So finally, what advice would you give to other aspiring authors who hope to achieve similar success with their debut book? I know you told us about you gave us some ideas about being an author, but what about when you made bestseller, you did all these things, what would you tell them that would really, like get them to put that pen to that paper? Because right now everybody got a dream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a book. But they never get to it.
Yeah.
So tell us what would be your advice to them.
My advice to, those that are inspiring to write a book, I would say, just believe in yourself. Everything that you've gone through hasn't been in vain. It's for somebody, and you are a survivor for a reason. You are an overcomer for a reason. Everything that you've encountered on your journey is not just for you. It's your testimony. So if you can help somebody else along their journey that has similar backgrounds to what you've encountered, then that will cause them to, go through what they need to go through. And then they will in turn help the next person. So it'll be an ongoing effect.
That was extremely inspiring. I might even write a book. Oh, Lord. So let me just say this last thing.
Okay.
I just want to ask you now, I know we said that was our final thing, but were there any other resources or organizations that supported you outside of your publicist?
My church.
Okay.
My church has been a big support. And yeah, that's basically my church, and outside of my family, that's it.
Okay.
That's
okay.
it. Just my church.
Okay. Do you want to shout your church out right quick?
Yes. Shout out to my pastor, Pastor Dwight Buckner Jr., his wife, the First Lady, Sister Lisa Buckner, and my church family, which is Generation of Hope Church in Decatur, Georgia.
Amen.
Yeah.
What a fine church it is.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, we always enjoy you all coming to the Hive and having tea time.
Yes.
And I especially enjoy you, LaToya, today sharing your tea and your experiences with us here today. I hope you enjoyed yourself at our tea time as well.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Yes. So we thank you so much for your genuine, authentic conversation that we had today.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to know, I want you to know that you set a lot of people free. You have helped people to unearth and birthed some dreams to write a book today. You've given them the inspiration and encouragement. And I'm hoping that we're going to have some more books out here. Bestseller list is waiting on you.
Yes.
The only difference is that you haven't started yet. Get started.
Get started.
So we want to be able to say what the buzzwords are. Miss Honeybee had these famous buzzwords that I like to say every time to our guests. And I want you to remember that you can learn by listening, or you can learn through life. But one thing for sure, you will learn. So we want to ask everybody, have a great day. And thank you for joining us. And don't forget, this book is waiting on you. It needs to be on your bookshelf. Go get it.